This is a nightmare for the Florida Panthers, and it has serious implications with the first game of the regular season just 11 days away. I have an update on the injury to Aleksander Barkov, the captain of the Florida Panthers, who went down in yesterday's very first joint practice. Guys, thank you for joining me on this episode of Panthers Digest. I'm your host, Greg Andrews. Hit that subscribe button down below. You guys need to stay up to date with anything and everything that has to do with your back-to-back Stanley Cup champion, Florida Panthers. Wow, a big hit to the Florida Panthers roster. Aleksander Barkov has undergone surgery and may still be under the knife as we speak. Right now, it is 1:45 on the east coast of Florida. He was under the knife at noon during the press conference for head coach Paul Maurice, who was discussing what is going on with Aleksander Barkov. So I'm assuming he might be done with the surgery, depending on the severity of it. We do not know exactly what has happened to that right knee. All we know is he was undergoing surgery during the press conference and may still be under surgery, under the knife, as I'm speaking to you right now. So we're just going to run right into this right now, guys. Okay, so here we are, the captain, the backbone of this team, the three-time Selke Award winner, two-time Stanley Cup champion, obviously the leader of this team, Aleksander Barkov, possibly could be out for the entire season. The way that it's looking, with less than 24 hours after sustaining the injury in the practice, he ends up having surgery. I've had several surgeries in my life, from an Achilles to shoulders injuries from sports. Usually it's not within 24 hours that I'm having surgery, but this sounds very serious. We don't know if it's an ACL, MCL, PCL, whatever it is. That remains to be seen, and we might find out later today. All I know is that the Florida Panthers are treading very lightly in terms of not trying to speculate on the damage to that knee until the doctors have completed the surgery and can give a detailed description of what is going on inside of that knee, what did they have to repair, and how long he will be out for this season. And that's the big question here, is the implications of him now missing in the lineup for God knows how long right now. What is going to change? And that's what I'm going to show you guys right now. So this is the news not broken by Jameson Olive. Tons of reporters were kind of leaking this information right around 11:45, 12 o'clock. Some of the other insiders before the press conference with head coach Paul Maurice began started coming out on X with some of this information. But this is Jameson Olive, the beat writer for the Florida Panthers. Massive blow. But Cats have depth. That is a positive thing. I will show you the implications in terms of the lineup in just a moment. So, per head coach Paul Maurice, Florida Panthers captain Aleksander Barkov is currently undergoing surgery, the right knee. Like I said, that was around about 11:45, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. He's been under the knife. It does not look good right now, but these potentially could be the lineups moving forward. For Hagee, Bennett, Reinhart, Lucian, and Lundell Marchand will now be the second line. Boquist, Rodriguez, Samoskevich on the third. Greer, Kunin, and yes, they're going to be signing Noah Gregor to a contract. He's been playing outstanding this preseason. He's fast. His shot looks pretty good. He's been passing the puck well. And I think, like I said, sneaky signing when they had him sneaky tryout that they had him do. And I guess he's proven himself enough to say, hey, you know what? You're going to come in and be on that fourth line. Not a bad pickup. So obviously the defensive pairings remain exactly the same from what I've shown you guys in previous episodes. But man, this is a huge blow to this Panthers team. Yes, they are very deep. But now, what does this mean in terms of if he misses part of the season versus what if he's on LTIR and misses the whole season? This is what I got to show you guys. Will this man make a big move? That's why I'm about to show you some of the numbers that he potentially has to work with here. So, will Bill Zito pull the trigger on a big move? With a trade, possibly. Or maybe sign a free agent, which I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to have to do. But right now, even if he's missing considerable time and not an LTIR, it's going to free up some money, and this is what it is. If he does return this year, they can exceed the cap by $3.8 million for his injury. If he's medically declared out for the full regular season of the playoffs, they can exceed the cap hit by $10 million. So what does that mean, guys? Well, they can sign a big-time free agent if there are any out there, which there's not many guys. And I'm not going to give away anything because that's going to be an episode for later because they have not declared him on LTIR. Nothing has come out yet. As I just said earlier in this episode, I think they're waiting post-op to see what the doctors say. But this is where we stand now. $3.8 million for his injury to go and exceed the cap. So if you think about it with Evan Rodriguez right now, they will only be, when you do the math, $4.8 million over, so they'll be about $700,000 over the cap if he misses some time. So they might be able to hold on to Evan Rodriguez this season, but we will see. Again, I don't want to put too much speculation into this when we don't know what the extent of the damage to the knee was. We do know he had surgery. Hopefully it was minor, but from what the injury looked like, I'm sure a lot of you saw the video. It didn't look good. That knee looks like it collapsed on the inside towards the MCL. But again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a surgeon. I'm not an orthopedic surgeon, so we'll find out later this afternoon. And when that news does break, I will do a video so you guys all know what is going on and what it means for the Panthers moving forward. So the big news again, Aleksander Barkov went under the knife today to repair that right knee. It does not look good. From all reports, the rumors, the speculation is he's probably going to be an LTIR, and it looks like it could be season ending. Not good news, guys, but the Panthers are deep. We'll see what Bill Zito is going to be capable of doing. Again, I'm going to be coming out with several different videos in the next 24 hours because there are some very interesting possibilities for this team moving forward in terms of who could they trade for, who could they sign as unrestricted free agents. There are some names that won't break the bank for the Cats, but with the amount of cap room that they could have from LTIR, that $10 million that Barkov has, again, I'm trying to put a little silver lining into this really bad situation for the Cats. They might be able to get their hands on a pretty big name. And I'll tell you guys who that is once we find out where Barkov will be, LTIR, or will he somehow be able to return at some point this season? So guys, stick with me. Another episode will be coming out a little bit later, and go Cats.